A very good evening to one and all who've joined us today for the fifth session of Have Faith, Vaccinate. Have Faith, Vaccinate, or as we say it in Khasi, Pidyang Ya Katika Be Ya U Corona, is a communication campaign led by the sixth semester media technology student of Department of Mass Media St. Anthony's College. I am Rajni K. Chetri, and I welcome you warmly to this special session. Each day, we bring to you a story of hope, courage, and stories of people who have fought COVID and came out of it triumphantly. I've been there a month back. I was hospitalized due to corona, and that was one of the most terrifying experience of my life. But today we have a different story for you. We do not have a COVID warrior, but of a vaccine hesitant. Yes, we have a story of vaccine hesitant. We bring to you the story of Kong Mirialda Karshing as she shares her journey from fearing the vaccine to getting her first shot.
Kerteng jonga kadai ikong Mirialda Karshie masyong basa hamolai normally block 3 ngadon rewut kikun bat ramut kiksio ti ngasukwa ban pensai halor yau new vaccine ning kong habo wan ni vaccine ki wan ngayo snow na ki social media ba ki batai live hujat pen kelumar ki jumut seperkat jonga kam tam ye don ki bapen batai kan kta lan fisim ino vaksin kan kta ye ki jumut seperkat jonga de kan long kum no kan la kan kta ki jumut seperkat jonga ka me ki khon ki sngo kum no halor kata nama ngam kwa ngakwa ba ki khon kin long ki bakot ki bakhia bang yo ban sumar kin yetrei la ka kam kin pendep de ka wai ka sni wai khon ba de doktor wong mei sim yo ni vaksinพี่ได้บันสิบงงงำสิบยายวันเชียวันยายวันเชียวันปันหัดดูบางละสุดท้ายบันสงับเตี้ยก็ไว้ก็สงิงองต่อบางกุมตาจะต่อละชายเงี้ยเล็กแต่งอีกป้ายาเงี้ยเล็กหน่อละชายเตี้ยก็ตากระเมียเงี้ยเล็กมันดูแบบด้วยงงตรายระดับชิชาอุนิววัคซีนบันยาได้อุนิวไวรัสเป็นชายมันเงี้ยหงะบางอันได้ชิมละชายกันนุ่มดอนกันนุ่มกับบันกตาอยากกุมบางองค์กินในโซเชียลมีเดียบันกตาอยู่มันจะประคัดกันนุ่มกตาไอ้ที่มันจะประคัดจังงั้นลงบกอยบกเขียบางเยอะบันสุมารอยากกิคนกิตีน้ำมารเบลงากุมกับเมงดอนกับจิงกิเคลีฮัลโหลกิคนกิบกอยกิบเขียงักว่าบกิคนกินลงกิบกอยบกเขียdenganกันตู้ยาพีกิลงกเมรุเชี่ยมยาวนี้กุมบางเชี่ยมบางกันนุ่มดอนกันนุ่มน้ำมาอุเน่เชียววัคซีนเวียดายาอุตาไวรัสแต่พี่กิลงกเมรุงักระปาดยาพีแล้วพี่กว่าบกิคนจงพี่กินก้อยกินเขียเชี่ยมอยู่บางกันลงกับจิงดาอ้อมตั้งยาพีนเรย์กับเย็นกับแซมบารอกเอาไว้คุมเลยชีบอน
Thank you so much, Kong Mirialda Karshing, for reaching out to us and sharing your strength and experiences on COVID vaccine. We certainly need more people like you so that instead of living in fear and doubt and suspicion, we're open and willing to listen and maybe make informed choices as women, as mother. Okay, so coming back to our program, we all have grown up with this phrase which says, think before you speak. I'm sure you have certainly heard this phrase. My question to you is, how many of us, now that we're living in a social media world, our fingers are doing more talking than our lips or our tongue, and we are into Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp and all of that. So my question to you is very simple. How many of us think before we share? I mean, do we really check if the information is correct? And is it from the credible source? Do we spend a minute extra? Do we care if the information is helpful or beneficial in any way? Or are we in some kind of a race to be the first one to share? And very importantly, do we also infect others with our panic mode on and anxiety and fear as we share quickly to our family and home groups all kind of COVID information? Well, these are just some of the queries that this session attempts to answer, as today we focus on our social media behavior and the way we have been sharing COVID related information. So stay tuned with us. We have a very special guest, and he is none other than Ferdinand Rani, or also known as Code Freeman. That's what, yeah, he has a YouTube channel and it's quite a popular one. And Ferdinand, we are really honored to have you with us here today. Welcome to the program.
Thank you so much, Rajani.
Yeah, so let me just give you a brief introduction. Of course, many people know your face, but let me just do this one more time. Ferdinand Rani is a renowned content creator hailing from Meghalaya. He has a YouTube channel by the name Code Freemen, which at present has 85.2K subscribers. I'm just hoping those subscribers are watching us now. Okay, so he started his YouTube channel in the year 2019. And according to him, the pandemic has been quite a turning point, as it was only during the pandemic when he started gaining an awesome response from the audience. And since then, that is March 2020, he has started posting information about Corona and the virus. And the pandemic caught his attention because somehow people were hesitant to talk about it, and he marks it. There was very less information, or about no information at all, on the virus, available in the Khasi language. That's an awesome work, Ferdinand, you're doing. And now I invite Ibajob Mary, our 6th semester students, to take over and continue with this conversation. Over to you, Ibajob.
Thank you, Ma'am Rajni, for welcoming our guest for this evening. I would like to thank Ferdinand Rani for sparing your valuable time with us this evening. I'm sure it will be a delight and a pleasure to hear a strong social media influencer like him response to COVID-19 and the vaccine. Before we proceed with the program, I would like to inform to our viewers that they are welcome to put down their questions on the comment section down at the chat, the comment section. We will make sure we tend to them during or maybe towards the end of the session. Hakani kapor nga kwa ban ong iki nong pet jingi baro bakila ban wo iki jinkili ki jongpi haka comment section kaban hapo. But ngin saya jubab yaki hapadeng lani shwaban pinkod yakanika live session. So Ferdinand, once again, I welcome you. And so shall we get on with the discussion?
Sure. Thank you so much. That's the longest introduction I've ever had in my entire life. Thank you so much.
Dear Ferdinand, gila ban shem ba hakanika jala kajungi mo ba born ki bala ayaw ni utika but donru ki badang artatien hado kata namar kajingtieng ne yo lesi day ba kabamptip kajongki tiningkong Ferdinand kalong ba pin batay kinyat shapang ka jingya linti kajongpi haba pi lashim yung nitika COVID katkandai.
Kulishibun Ibajob Kulishibun da benta ki sesisin ka introduction ke bajrong ma ti khaji sha hoi nadu ba ngai ning kong ya new vaccine what shwa ban yo iru khaji sha ka don kata ka expectation ke jingkni lenti nadu kiti por bo udang wan u corona binang I ki first case shani but kaya ketu first phase shwa kawang ti nangta hadin ketu ketu klimat ketu kapor hakaba kadang don ketu first phase bat kala kham thanda la nong khdian ti kadan kani kajing khmi lenti jong baro ba lanu unwan mi uta utika lani uta u vaccine kumni kumakalong ti bat bun na pedeng jing ni duai ngaro ngadi way na pedeng kita bu duai hagi ti por banong bakan unwan utika but kamdan pat hakajing mut bu unwan hakanu kudur unwan hakadur inject ne unwan hakadur kajing bam ne unwan hakadur mla ban sutu hatu ko por ti henrei kajing khmi lenti kalong be tang kata ka jubab kan ban la ban te la kami kan ka khlam ti hadin kata hadin unda lawan pan ngana kenal sa bangayu I ya ladang ambak lah di Dr. Pimana si bersif ya kita ki katuka first consignment of vaccines por kapoi hangi posti jungi apor mengi ya katuka dur biki kishandur hadin juga katuka kali babat ya kitu ki itu vaksin atau kesenduk kimi kijing kali bebon ha don ayu hang teh hapo ka kebon pakai ke hatu ayu ula ban le diu empat la ban sungthu shai lu brokhai ti henrei ka wei ka ba hoi kum uriu pat ba bang apet niki news ki media bat ki wei ka basa ai kalong ba manu banit ai ningkong normally or bating ban ai ningkong ilade ti but let's see kani kadi jingmut jong borok khoi hi hakatu gopor ba empat nut banong ba banong ban lech shakhmat dan ban volunteer ilade banong ban lech shakhmat lada don kum kata kalat tu por henrei ya kai ka ba ka sarkar ka pendek itu ko por kolong ningkong ini frontliners but way ngashimet ngapet way ni kini ki frontliners ki doctors but ki nurse ki balet shakhmat ban sha vaccinate nak mau sa hapo nigrims idan iway iba niyo bani keren ibadai i batrei hangtei kumiwe i bapun hangtei po hospital ti bat ka bashemen sim ha kani kejingkran jungi biong ba baros kata yung ni abun wan uni dawai ti mentau lawan ti kalong keke ka basong kemen yanga kum unong tre kani hospital baru kalong jing sengan jam ta ki bahayeng sam ki khun ki jonga hayeng ti bat ni baru ngi pet yaki kum kita kilang kenya larang ngalah ban penen kami tak kentien ba bagi kin shim shwa yu to tika bat ngin supek ngin long tang kita kin long pet shwa atu kanja ayu tin rei bat akat benang ya kisngi ngaru ngamong ba bangalong hesitant tin rei ngakwa di bangong bang artadin tin rei kumtate kumbai long lang pai ba khoi apshwa mini pet shwa long kumno tin rei hadin bangayo ipat ye kum kini kum ita iba par kum kita kiwi doktor bar ki parlok jangan ki asim unitika kapenlong ya ba ari lada ki kila benlong kum kita kilang kenya te boleh ngaru ngamla long lang kum uwe naki te bat ngayo iru wat kakam ko jangan ka bangatre ki bah bandan lang shafil ngayo iru ikajing dawa hayeng sen ki dan ki temen ki kro ki ba la ban don kata ka potential mo beki kila ban yo ini kenyang jingpang bala da yo kila num don ke jing yada ai ti lara dei jing yada ibatang lalong no tang iwi simpre aktir ne ngahap ban sim da benta ke yeng kesam ke jonga ngahap ban sim da benta bai bathon ke jonga da benta ki bai trailang bat nga ban ta ki perlok ke jonga ti lesi kani ko vaccine kala ban long tang iwi simpre akti khun ru ngashim ya ka bat kumaki pila ai ketai ni campaign have faith kumud da ka jingai ni shim tika bat kedai da katahi ke thong da katahi ke jimut hakatu ko por pangashim ya uni utika covid-19
Kublish bun ba Ferdinand ni das ngot na chi shamban yos ngo if na pi kani ka jingya lingba ka jong pi marwe shimen amde tange kata ru ngila jiwi ya pi ba pishna yakini ki blogs mo kumbaki khat shaphang kani ka khlam but nang taru shaphang uni tika ke kata ka ba pin kring ya pi ban shna ya kum kini ki video na ka banta upat ba ba ro
hakajing sisa ka banga nga join hapo YouTube lesi la penong di arja khat khandai kum le rajani mene nga join arja khat khandai haka khandai terik nga upload ya ka wake video ka banikong tam jong hapo YouTube ti hadin nang tang ngasyo bulut kum tu ibe arteli kam da don jingmot banlong kum kita ki youtuber kita ki ban mi man kapor ban ni kha hakani kerensan bini khot ki YouTube nei ti henrei pan hadin kan lopoi hakiti ki banai Januari February jong usnam arjar arko mu chisnam kinthi na kata bang sedang yakni ka YouTube channel ko jonga ti ngayu i yakni ke jingpang ko bala sedang ni kong hanti po Wuhan ti ngai yakni bat kam don than ke bengi ngila ban sung thu ak tien khasi hot nga kum uai la benong bala lanang la start ban kat hadu bang la ban sung thu tien tharing ngala ban sung thu kita gijing don kamo wat langam sung thu lut kum ki expert ke bajia tin ring ngala ban sung thu khniat khin soi chpang kani gijing pang but hadin nga up shi banai tin thi shwa kum ba ti banai feb ban ngai kam don nakaliang jongi hangni ban penshai lesi ngana perkhat yo kumta kan yo kalong kum SARS COVID ne ti por bu sedang ningkong SARS coronavirus por bigi sedang hati arjar khaar la ngamak la tibat usdang mat ujano ukhampai shani tengana perkhat yo kala benong tan rekat benang ni gisngi ngi ta ka trend gen ba unang pur shwai ba hadin kana pai du banai march ngasung thu bakal don kam inging kumno re ngayo i kata ba kadon ba uni ujingpang ula ban position ni udon ni kata ka potential ula ban position ni ti but ngasdang nang ta ken ban ai ita bat hakash potrik jung banai march arjar po na tap ik video belong infographic kumto ki tinga shim kini ki slide show labno kini infographic na po WHO na ka website WHO ban ngasdang ban ron kumta khang bakan long ka jing tip na mata jung ki pat ba ti bat de nang ta nga sedang masung thu i jing don kam jo kini ki awareness ti kam na de kot banong ba ban long youtuber nomor ba ha to por nga don ka kam go jonga ka ba ka ba ngatre ba ka bate ba nomor ba ka don karkhana ti bat nang ta i karkhana jonga ibang ngasnai ti video nga pe ki briu ki sedang ban pe bat ngasung thu ba kadang duna ba kata awareness bat nang ta sedang ban bu iki video kan tibat nang ta ngai ke jing don kam jung ki briu hagi babun kilian ki bale si hot ngila ban yo shibun ki na po ki internet shibun ki ngila ban yo na po YouTube ki bagi ki perlu content creators jung ki don na po YouTube dang ni ke jela jung ki temrai ki don pat ki bale si ki batang mga shimet ngala banai ki batang mga shimet ngala ban contribute ala banong sya kani ka imlang salang nakta kadaw pelong inga na kapor bangan penmi ki video la dam de tang dam ta jong new coronavirus bodan mentah ni la bende di ki bala ban long ki ban ai men sim dan ni ban long ka jing ka khubor ka babha na ta jong nur jong no iba
ba Ferdinand ngide shisha ban ai jing ro yapi na marba pila persang halai bor barit la jong ban le ki kam ki bakraw kalong ru ka nuksa ki we ru ban wan shakmat but ban pinsha ki nong snap ki jong ki hakani ka rukom ti ba Ferdinand haba pi yashem bat ki brio ba ki bam jang ye kani ka tikamo namar ka jingtieng ti hakaji snow ka jong pi kumno pi dei ban pin snow tho ye ki la ne kumno ngi dei ban pin snow tho ye ki shphang kani
iba la dengi pet ya kani ke jinglong kumbolong uni vaksin mentan dei ngasuka ban ye shai lang hani khandiat ken nomor ba wat mangi lesi kita ki bala shim ru ngidon ya kata ke benta min shwa sha ban shim banong ban ngidon ke jing artatin kiba bunjai mo te I just want to make it clear that just because we have taken the vaccine, it doesn't make us the good guys. And those who have not taken the vaccine are the bad guys. No, there's nothing as such. Mo, te kamut biki day kita ki brio ki khambat shim ki labung nong ki snil and nai mo nai po shata. Tenre yak ei ka banga ngala nong hang ni kalong ba ki babun na pedeng ki parlok ki jongi ki bam pat shim unity ka ki dang don ha ki jingkeli ki baki kempat la ban yo cuba. Te wat mengiru wat mangashimat ru hai ti por di bangam pat yo jubab na kata ka daw ka khampat shim tenre na ka daw ba kata ka nong kata ka kata ka jinglong jong ka imlang salang ka banga nga don ni ta environment si ka banga nga don ka penlong nga banga hap benshim di umdan ba penbor ya ti ki bahi nga hasam jonga ki laban ban pikna ya gani ba hakapor ba yo ini kong ni u vaccine ka kadon kata ka jing kam ngam simlong excited na si ngam simlong uta banong ban kemen la poi tong vaksin kan simlo kam simdan kata dani mga kamong hiru ade abswa kamong tanding susah bijar but na sukhi big minstep em sampai ngali ai no vaksin ti but hakatu kapor namar kam kadang day tang ki South Sun Snemsheneng kapor mga ai but kadang kapor bagi bat ya kini ki frontliners ti ya kan kijing tray ba nga tray ki kentup lang kata ka kentup jong ki frontliners ti ngayo kan igala pan ai ti henry habang ay kendu pat di kini ki babun ki bam 4 shim live ki don kini ka jing sungthu la ka jong hi ka ban ong ban num ai lani kampat long ban ai ni apswang ni pechwa nga iba ngade tang ubri lalong dong uriu pat ba nomor ba ngam sungthu ka ngam sungthu lut sepang tu vaksin ni ban batai lut sepang ki chemical sepang ki lab sepang kita ki nomor boleh larde ba haban batai lut kita ka bong haban puli biang class 12 11 12 kan sim science no dan tangan puli medical shwan nang tangan sali ka sungthu kita ti kawasa ai hanga kalong ba ki babun hi wat ki bahing sam jongar ki dangdon ki bakham pat shim kamut tang banga shim ladi bahing sam jongaru kila shim lut ki khampat shim ti henre nak na bentar jong ki kamdang ni nak leng jongar banga ngala benong ban le na bata ka jong ki ti henre lar de ki kwa ka jing pinsai nga ai ka jing pinsai ti henre lar de ki ong wat ki dari bahing jongar ong ki kili ai yong em ti ka skam no nong kum no ti henre lar de ki ong bali ban ha bani ai na kai ka daw ha ko dur un yara ti lagi kung kita jengkili ki balik si balak ban pensyai ti hoi ngawan ha kata bentang ban ai kan kum kita ki jajing pensyai henry lada ong ban poi wat ha ka debate ada begini tai ni ai ngo fidor kum kita ki kadang la fi le ban ya keli lani ban pertho ban wat pania na kini ki start dan ki scientist start ki ba jupeni kini ki dawai na ka sport wat ki doktor lani ki start medical ki jongi ki badan han ki jela iba
Ferdinand New ka wika question na I Abhinanda Hazarika.
Hi.
Jinkali ka ong, since social media influencers have the platform to speak out on the vaccine hesitancy or the misinformation surrounding the vaccine, do you think all of them are doing the needful? Ferdinand.
Hi, yamanta hi ngamong ba
Ferdinand dah fila ben jubab dekat ketimpangan.
Yes. Maaf ya. Okay, yeah. As a social media influencer and speaking on behalf of the other social media influencers, whether you call it from YouTube to Facebook to Instagram and all the social media platform that exists out there, yes, people are doing their own their own way of communicating this. Whatever they have to communicate regarding the vaccine. So what you call the anti-vaxxers, you'll find them online. People who would even help people to understand, content creators who would help people to understand about the vaccine also are still there. But on a larger scale, I think, thank you for putting up that question. On a larger scale, yes, we need to do this. Since much of the content that is there even from the news organization, from the media organization, or from anywhere that exists around the world comes through the social media platforms that are available in our fingertips. So as social media influencers, I think it is important for us. It is important for everyone to do their bit, and they are doing. But I think we should be more aggressive in this. And in a way to be, YouTube has given us a platform to be creative, not just YouTube, but even Instagram and all the apps and the reels and all whatnot you have nowadays, where we can be creative, in dispelling rumors and bring those kind of information that will be that will benefit, not actually instigate fear, but actually give them the encouragement to do the needful. Yes, Iba.
Ferdinand, we have another question from Grevel Karulki. The question says, as an influencer, what's the most appropriate message to anti-vaxxers and myth-mongers and people who spread misinformation?
Well, that's a very tricky question, because the message I've always given the messages about the vaccine from my end, from my platform, that is called FREEMEN channel on YouTube. But yes, from like right now, the only message that I can give you will be this. Okay, I seriously do not know at present how many vaccines have I had in my body. I mean, since I was born, my mom took me to the health centers, and I don't know where, but she led me to those centers to take different types of vaccines. Recently, one of the leading medical officials of the state said that there are around 12 vaccines that a child below 1 year is required to be safe from 14 types of sickness. So I am dumbstruck of the how many vaccines have I have had in my body to save me from that many diseases. So to say, this vaccine can play the similar role with the kind of vaccines that I've had during my childhood. So yes, I think vaccines are here now. Vaccines are here in the society only to save us from the diseases, and particularly from the COVID-19 disease that is here. We don't know as yet if it's here to stay, but looking at the trend, if we don't have any kind of preventive measures or preventive vaccines, it'll be very difficult for the world to move on, or for the community to move on. So similar to those vaccines that I've had, I think people should consider this. And like I said initially, I took this by faith. So why not just have faith and vaccinate?
Thank you, Ferdinand, for answering the queries. Ferdinand, we have another question for you from Shaprang Konglam. What steps should we take to get more people from the rural areas vaccinated, as they are quite hesitant to take the vaccine and are very much misinformed about the matter?
Again, the health officials, that have been, the health officials recently said that, and we also public, we are seeing that there are many kind of these advertisements and hoardings and initiatives that they have taken from the government side to appeal to the general public out there regarding the vaccine. And from the government part, they are doing their, they're doing their part of disseminating these informations to the public, especially to the rural areas of our state. But as a social media influencer, I think it is very important, coming back to Hazarika's question earlier, it is very important for us to put out these short clips, or maybe any kind of appeal to the public out there in local languages, so that they can understand and they can relate to. For example, here in the Khasi Hills, we love those short films or the short movies. Well, I am not an expert in any of those, but I would suggest my my friends, my YouTuber friends, that something as such, yeah, there are some who have been doing it, who have started doing putting up these contents which are vaccine related. And I think if we could be more aggressive, in giving these kind of information to the public through these short films or short movies or any kind of entertainment that we have to offer to the public, that would help for the people, especially those who are there in the in the rural areas of the state, because people like entertainment. I mean, you and me and everyone else, we like entertainment. So why not just grab that opportunity and make use of it? Yes, Eva.
Thank you, Bob Ferdinand. That was very insightful. Bob Ferdinand, we have another question from Debolina Carr. The question says, how do you think the government can rope in influencers to address the issues surrounding vaccine hesitancy so that the people can feel like they are listening to the common people?
Yeah, I think the government should be proactive in that manner, because I'll just share you my personal experience. I think I will have to add this in Khasi as well. But back then when I started my YouTube channel, giving these informations about COVID-19 to the general public who cannot understand English for that matter. So I have also volunteered to actually make my YouTube channel as a platform where government departments can actually flash out any kind of information that they would that they see required or maybe needed at that hour for the public to see and to relate to. So I have tried many attempts to to approach these government departments, but till date there was no response. So the government is doing their part. They have their own pace, like I mentioned earlier. There are live sessions that are going on every other day. Just now, I think 2 hours ago, there was another vaccine hesitancy program online with different health officials from around the state. So those are the kinds of programs that the government has come up. But when it comes to social media influencers, I think the government should be more open to have to have some kind of collaboration with these like I mentioned earlier, again, those kind of entertainment YouTube channels, like short movies and all that. So it'll be very creative from the part of the YouTubers to include those kind of messages that would help the people to understand, because the problem here is because people do not understand fully. It's not just that there are so many so many false beliefs, but it's because people do not understand. So if we give information through these social media platforms from individual YouTubers or anything as such, it would help people, it would help those targeted audience from their YouTube channel to understand more about the vaccine, about anything else that the government has for any kind of program that they have. So apa nak kasi rumo kani kebenta kalong nakaliang jong ke sarkar hakani kebenta ngatrai ke dankam banlong banlam khmat hakani kebenta ban yo I kita ki potential ban I kata kalat kita kabu hakaba kala ban pendankam kum ya kini ki platform kum ke YouTube ke Instagram bat ki we hot ka kalale kata bahuni arjar calling yo I baka kiu bha kata kebenta nakaliang cho sarkar banlong ban initiate online kan ya ki babun bha ki program ki live session ki babun bha dai ki banle online kham ki brio ki la ban yui ti hangre la ban no hangni ba kim da bang ki pa ba ban pe ya kum kita ti hangre la ka sarkar pat ke yo I pat dia kata ka kabun nei link ba jong kini ki YouTube channel ki babun bah menta ki ba nomor ba kumakalong menta ye kini ki channel ki ba permi ye kini ki video ni ki short film ki ba hit ki ya ba ting tang hapo no tang hapo arlai kenta kila cross ka sanpo hajar ting shilak view ru ka kala cross ka bumut ka step pa ka kani ka khubor ken ban ya ling ba ki YouTube channel te bar ngai I ba ka long kai ka ba kongsan la ka sarkar ka shim kini ka bu hoi ngamo ka sarkar ka khamle ka le ila ka jong benta ti henrei bakan penlong aggressive shu bakan khamlong kan pen stat shu ban pen sapriang ka khubor matrai la ka penan kam nganget la ka penan kam yakini ki YouTube channel ni ko ki Instagram jong ki reel shimet ban approach ki haknu ko dor ban long creative kan ban long ban penan kan ki sap ki jong ki ban wan ra ya kata ka jing pensha ki pa ba nomor ba ya ki badan kam hakni khlimat kam de e tang ban ong ban be krat kita ka ti khubor ham saya pensai upat ba nada upat ba hi usai nada kawan shispa bawan kita gi khubor gi bathok ni gi ham saya na ka perthei yuru kinom ngechu namar bani la shai te kadon kam ke yangi kum ki upat ba kum kita ki badan ka social media platform ki badan haki kum kini ki benta ban long kelut ken la don kum kini ki jat offeru na kaliang jong ka sarkar tiba
Blishibun ba Ferdinand kata kolong ka ba dan kam igi ban pinlejing mon ba Ferdinand da film sngo kolong bangin ledang ka jingkili ba pha I ba shaprang khonglam ka bakili baong what steps should we take to get more people from the rural areas vaccinated as they are quite hesitant to take the vaccine and are very much misinformed about the matter.
Có là khasi này, đúng không?
Yes.
Hỏi, thì hỏi ngala qua gì sao mình cần khasi mà nè tông ba tông không biết buồn, còn gì ba? Thì kalau cũng ni, hagabaya day but kini ki nong kendong ki jongi ki babun, ki dang don smusi benong ki dang don hỏi kini ki jakai ham kendong ki jongi, ki dang long kumba syai ben ki babun bahagilia. Thì aingu you blade na benta kani ka bangi khot ke internet ka bala samlut shiki jaka ki puta ki ba let's say ki ba poi ka kot khubor ru ki internet kala poi bangi la bangi I te ki jingtep ki babun lingba ki internet ki jong yin dai ti nga tharai ka ba kongsan ba ngi hangni ka bangi ngi la ban le na kalyang ka jong yi la ni ka ba nak sarkar kala ban le ban penetrate kan ban ksam kita ki thliu ki sar jong kinong kendong keleng jong ni kejala ka jongi kadai ban pendan kam yakini ki social media platform tang haka jingla jong ladi shimet ka bamut hak jingla jong sarkar shimet nrai ban shane aru yakani ka jingkit hak kita ki social media influencer ka baki ki la banai ka khubor sakita ki pa ki babon nomor ba hakita ki por ki ba nga kadang susdang ki por nang susdang ya kani ka channel banai kini ki covid-19 nga yo ki phone call na keleng ber ka ba khamso kala kalong ba ndan wiru ban call ni slong ubun ba call si nang kendang ti ba kalong ki ba man si ma ba kani ka jingle ka jonga itai bangale ibaret iba ngasugo na ka phone ngapet ka phone nga kran mari ko mubit tinray kalong man ka jingkir ko ta jongnur sati skinong kendong ki jongi but kani ka kerukom kani kerukom le kani ka medium lesi menong kani kerukom ya keren ni ban ya interact ni ban kendu iki brio lingba ki kun lima kini social media platform kan penai men sim ni ki brio kanai men sim ki brio tang menong ba ban sim itu tika tinray ru ban pensai ki spang ki bon ba ki ba kum ki pat ba nong song snong kiba don ni ka hok ban vote kiba don ni ka hok ban tip iki jing sisa kiba ja hak ni gejela kin tip ba khnang ba la radesh phang ju pikaru kin shai kram ki la ban wan shahmat da ban kum ta kana la ki shai ki smooth hu shai kamut ka sup ki bikin rai kanu ka badai kanu ka bamdai ba ki kin yo ya kata ka jing tip ka ba benia te ba la ngile kum ta try kan yarap shibun iba
Kete shisha kata ba Ferdinand shwabangin ya continue but ka discussion ka jungi kadan ka wake a question na Nathaniel Majau ka boong pidon message ya kitu ki influencers na ka jala jungi ki boong what shim tika
Jubab jangan kalong ba lebih yang watching ketika kebumut Sisa gibun ba gijubab mo gibun ba gijubab ni di kumbang hong labas dang kumbang labas dang dan there's no good guys, there's no bad guys at the moment mo mula banong ba kita gibla shentika ki ba beri ki bah kita ki bompa chimtika ki beri ki sunil tinrai ke baik ki bengi rakam slu hani kalong ba kedai ngidang don hakani ka benta bangimpat shailut purokoi tika kubur ke banga ngala banong shaki kalong makum ni kat nungut na pedeng jongi ki ba keli ya kitu ki dawai ki bangi ngidi habangi thiet na farmasi lani ki ba ki doktor jongi ki prescribe hakitu ki prescription la dangi boyong kli dan ne dangi yo pang ayu reyu kat nungut na pedeng jongi ngimi shmat banong ba uni dawai udi busni su bahawat shim lani banong ba lani ban kli ki jingkli don chemical ayu ki bakum kita ki kat nungut na pedeng jongi ki ba kli ya kata hoi ngamong kadi ke bakala ban keli henry ngakeli kat nungut na pedeng jungi bakeli yakum kita bat ke baar nanong igani kowe kata kadi haliang kadawai henry nakaliam ke jungi kalong kum kiriu pat ba habangi thiet laning yo yu khau laning yo ya ki jimbam paket lesi lani ya kinu ki bengi yo ki yeng ki samjungi lani wadi kum phanyang ru kat nungut nangi bakeli ke jingi sha don ayu hapo to paket dan chemical ayu hang tu hapo tu jingbab nani wat hu khau ru kumju tinring ni thiet ni sim ni bambe balai namar kadana ka paket ni shania hati FSS AI ti license berkiwi namar balai ni tips cam bai ki jingbam swapan poi hakisnong jongi la adap test ti babun ki expert berki adap ya lingba bun ki berki poi shengi beng shishin ni shubambe te bat shanu pat lani menung ni jukli kumia kita ki hoi kumang om ya sisin kamlong ke bakala ban keli nomor de ke jingkeli jongi niyo ke jing shisha de ke jingkeli jongi niyo ya ke jingtip bat nishai tinrai kumang along mga shimet sepang jongi tika ngaru ngakeli ki ju jingkeli ngakeli ki babun ha jingkeli par hadian maksudhu bangayo ya ke jubab ti ngashim gan tika nomor beli ki babun hi na pedeng jongi kum kiri upat ba hi kene ki jinglong jongi ikloi ban keli ndrai nyim pedang pati ke jubab tiba
Ba Ferdinand ngiyo sakawi ka jingkili na I aiba karshiying ka baong pi pinsingo to lang mo ka jingya pair hapadeng ka por mendai bat ka ba minta na marbon nangi kinong kendong ki ong ba menshwa ki ong judan kam tika minta pat kimi kitika ba Ferdinand
kubli shibun alai ta jingkeli te kabening kong hi kalong ba nga compartment hadu kata man sutu e katu ka por mendai tenri nga ngits kampan ba nakaliang jong ki temen ki kro jong pet ka nuksa jong ikong kharsieng menne ka video kabening kong do ka bai ka bami menne ni kong do ikong kharsieng yong kong no yong ba mairu don gitu ki jing asmo artatin hapor bio gitu ki khubor hamsaya ki babon ha banchim tika barkum ki khon kin perkhat nga kum ka dong snong kan perkhat spangja kum kita ki don ti henry pat la banong ba ki teman ki krojongi ki start ki yo bha ya kata yo lut ya katika ya katik lalong no kila WI ketika bam mensuat ke menor kila WI ya kementar ki yo ilang le kila ban boleh si ya kata ke jingnya pair hapadeng kini tian rei ban ong pat babaling dan kam ketika kejubab nakani jing lesi ini jing start perkhat berit isyonga kalong kani mensua la dei bayo pang la de pipet ya ke kani ke population ke bam mensua ki por hendai but ke population ke bam menta kalau ai pair bak lebak namar babal ki lalong no unong sok sno mensua uduna ba unong sok sno menta ubun ha mensua la da khi ke jingpang lesi la benong ba ki brio ki ngamte ba kono kudur la da ki dan ki temen ki kro ki bapet ni video ki la ban comment hang ni ki piale aku no aku ko por no tenrei ngala ban super khat ba lesi ki por ki la ban persang da ka bor la di ban pen khia ya no nu jingpang ka bagi kila ban yo tin rei kumi ki jingpang le se la ban jingpang thareng ti la banum ja koi nomor babali nomor kidang duna ki brio ki ban lek bawan kidang duna ki brio ki ban lek ki risat ngi lani ki ban lek na kawai ka rish kawai pan barata ka daw le se ki jika karukum ai tika lani karukum ai dawai hadi ki por kala pan le se ban duna tin rei ko mangi pek menta hang ni pan brio pat ba belin kani la pi pek tang hapo tang hadien ka jaka ba pi bisa iba ka yeng jong pi pek tang hakadong jong pi katno hajar mut ki brio ki basa tak jaka bangsa mak penuh hajar mut kini bahasa ni minshwa ni ki por ki mi pa jungi dan ka khalau sudah tipi perkhat king kum kini ki jingpang ki bakloi bani bet ki ba pitang sumi antai pelai kendo sanj phomut ki breu tangar senjang pi pia pelai kendo sibun ma ki breu ti kabadan kam kabangi la ban ya dai la di kadai tang tang katawai ke tin rei pan la dei bing dang poi biang hata ka jok ka ba le se la dangi kwa ban ya kran brio bam dan kampun chi hala ai long tati ka pamot ka la dei ma ti ka ro mele ke isya sa la ka jom mo ka trai ka juba ka ta ka layo si ka juba pilayo ka juba tiba
Hod ngataray ilayo ka jubab pila batay shy hado kata kublek shibun ba Ferdinand ngataray ngilay poy haka bakut jong kini ka session ka jungi nga kermen ba baro kitu ki jingkili ki bala ai ki nong pet jungi pila jubab biang bad kila hun ni kita ti with this, viewers, I come to the end of the discussion, and I would once again thank Ba Ferdinand for being a part of this discussion and putting so much of energy and heart into it. This was indeed very insightful, and I'm pretty sure we gained a lot from it. And I now hand over the session to Ma'am Rajni. Ma'am Rajni, over to you.
Thank you, Ibajop. That was such a wonderful interactive session. In fact, I wish we did have a limitation of time. Before I extend my gratitude, Ferdinand, I wanted to just know two things from you. Have you been trolled? Have you been trolled on social media?
I wish I was but but at least that can gain a lot of subscribers anyway. But apart from the comment section, I haven't had so much of those negative feedback or negative comments so far. So troll, not really, apart from the YouTube comments. Yes.
So if you have not been trolled, that means you have been getting the vibe of the people quite convincingly. So you're with them, so they like your content. Any particular message that stays on with you in your so far of YouTube journey that you would like to share with us?
Well, the only thing, the best part about YouTube, the best part of me being a content creator from YouTube is the people. And this is the only reason why I'm still connected to YouTube, and I'm still coming out with contents every other month or week as much as I can, is because I love to connect with people. I love people to even if they don't comment, if they just watch, or I mean, it's just this kind of interaction is quite unusual for us when we were kids. And now it has made a lot easier for a person like me who love to talk to people, who love to to just let's go and get on with it and just let's talk about something. So I mean, so the message, or maybe the what to say, the only thing that keeps me doing what I do is the people. So I mean, they just make me fall in love with them every other day. Rajani.
Yeah, what I also like about your thing is you have a balance of a serious content and a funny content, or you have turned the serious content into a funny content, and that's how you treat it. I especially watched that the video of your dogs whom you took for vaccination, since the vaccination drive is on. So I think that's quite commendable. I really, from the mass media department, I really salute you, because making a video, guys, it takes a lot of pain, a lot of effort, and you're doing all by yourself, days after days, week after week. I am really, really, deepest appreciation. Secondly, I also want to say that, I hope that this is the right platform, and somebody from the government department is hearing us, because the harm that social media has caused is immense, and it is only these influencers that can undo the harm. Guys, the government sector needs to rope these influencers in, and then they need to have a strategy. I think that will be the way out to reach to people far and wide. So I just hope that they rope you in on board. Just a few things that I would like to share. Thank you very much for taking out your valuable time. We really appreciate what you're doing, and any help you need from our side, we will be there, to collaborate with you, and to reach out, and that's the way to work ahead.
Thank you.
We want to remind our viewers that tomorrow we have the last day of our campaign, which is the 6th day and the final day. And we hope and believe that you will join us, because we have another special guest with us, and that is Pastor R.K. Sutunga. He's from Presbyterian Sutunga Church, and he will be here exactly at 7 p.m. So we hope to see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Till then, what you can do is definitely spread positivity of information, and not the virus. Well, with that, we'll call it a close for today. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great night.
Thank you, Rajani. Thank you so much.